Yeah, I've mucked it up. Okay, right, so let's do something with the snowball. I'm guessing it's a push the snowball down the hill, but I don't know where the hill is. Oh, there's a snowball. There's another snowball. Is that supposed to happen? No. Do I have to pick up the snowballs and throw them? Be back. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped on. Purple one. Oh, wait a minute. Apparently that's a red herring. Supposedly what you're supposedly supposed to do is nothing to do with the snowballs. Okay. Oh. We ignore the snowballs, and instead we focus on this tree. Of course, this is the first thing that cow. Right, fine, whatever. Well, we found the Korok seed. Yaha, haha, hee hee. Aha. Right, okay. Well, since we're up here, let's cross over this crevasse, and we might as well go and get the Korok seed that's just past this stone, the monster camp. Why? Considering it's in a really weird location. Oh, well, that was a rock last. So, one.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Oh, there's the stone. There we go. You're giving up while you were ahead, Wolf. Right, so 1, 3. Aha. Right, so you go here then. Okay, that's a rock seed off the box. Now, what am I going to do? Can't really do the Hebra Peak because that's all sheet ice, so I'd probably have to go back to Selmy's spot and glide around the mountain to get to that one. And then I suppose from there I can go there, then there, and that one we could go there and just take the long way around. Seems like a plan. 2, 3. Could also try going there, but no. Travel. I think we've got Rivali's Gale as well, so we can use that to get ourselves a bit of extra height. And then around. Maybe. Maybe. Ooh, we're 2 seeds off the 850 mark as well. That's nice. Oh. Do what I did last. Oh, wait, I know the seed I'm looking for. And yeah, that's the one I said, oh yeah, I'll come back to it once I've got the thing. Oh, yes, this one. Go, good, it was nice and Zophos, which means it goes bye-bye in an instant. Yeah. Jump off and glide down to this one. There we go. Bye-bye. Right, so there we go. That's that one done. And of course, it's in a cave, so that scuppers my entire plan of just glide. You know what? I'm just going to walk back to this shrine and see where we can go on foot. And the mountain range seemed convinced to just stick it to me in every instance. Right. Melt the ice. Just did that. Okay, so... for the one southeast from the shrine. Oops. Bother. And the Master Sword's out of energy again. Cool. Oh, right, that was surprisingly easy. Oh. That's it. Also, nice. Strongest number. Okay. That was surprisingly easy. Oh, the next one is over that way. Is up. Looks things. The sword ran out of power really quickly this time around as well for some reason. There we go. Ooh, a couple of rubies and a topaz. Nice. Wait. Gotta be up there, isn't it? Ah. Oh, wait. Or maybe it's up this tree. Please be up this tree and not on top of there. Come on, climb the tree. Tree. Gordon Bennett, right? Fine, we'll have to go this way. Hail, Eugene. God is good. God is great. Indeed. Just came to give a message, Brother Ezio. Fair enough. Fair enough. And welcome. Oh. Nipple. Oh. Right. Oh yeah, I've not got Rivali's Gale. You're welcome back to the church anytime. Also, fair enough. Though I've never left, so there we go. Easiest way to get to that bit. Oh wait, could I? Did that work? No, probably not. No, well. We've got some time before Rivali's Gale reloads, unless go. Yep, yeah, bugger.
Rivali's Gale is now
Never
ready.
mind. Problem solved. Thank you, Ravioli. Oosh. Belly up. Right, if this is not up here, I'm going to be slightly annoyed. Ah, found it. I think. I assume it's the Korok seed under there. How many Legend of Zelda games have you played? I have played... Oh, that's a good question. Actually, you know what? We've got some time while this ice block melts. Also, what? Where? Why? What? Hail, Eugene! Thank you very much for thank you very much for the follow and welcome to our little band of travelers, Samurai. How many Legend of Zelda games have I played? Good question. Breath of the Wild, Twilight Prince. Do we? If we don't count the HD remakes, okay, I suppose I could possibly count the HD remakes. So I've played Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time 3D. A Link to the Past, A Link Between Worlds, Minish Cap, Spirit Tracks, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Link's Awakening, Link's Awakening HD, Link's Awakening, the remake, Zelda 2, Zelda 1, I think that's all of the Zeldas I've played. Oh, Skyward Sword HD, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, about 12, give or take. 14, I think I counted 14. 14, maybe, well, yeah, 12, 14, thereabouts. I've played a lot. I've not played all of them, though. I've not finished all of them, either. I've definitely not played Majora's Mask. I really should do one day. So So that's another Korok seed done. I do a franchise run of Legend of Zelda on the channel, apart from the fact that, yeah, I could possibly do it, but we're in the middle of the Yakuza franchise run, so there we go. And I'm not about to start a second franchise run while I'm in the middle of an already quite sizable franchise run. First, I didn't expect Breath of the Wild to take me quite as long as it has done, but hey-ho, that's life. Those 900 Korok seeds. That's the real sticking point. Also, hail Hoodlum, welcome. You really should be playing Majora's Mask at some point. I really should. I really, really should. I mean, I've got it on... Well, there's the 64 emulator on the Switch, so I could technically do that. Hello. Oh! Oh! Have you ever played the Rockstar games? Any Rockstar games? Yes, I've played... Hold on, I've got a... The Zophos at the minute. Or is it an Iceless... Hold on. Oh, it was an Iceless Zophos. I really struggle to tell the difference between them and the silver. Yes, I've played GTA 5. That's certainly a given. Like GTA 5, but I'm a sucker for a good heist. So, an entire game based around heists? Yeah, I was more than happy with that one. A bit of San Andreas when I was younger, and a bit of Liberty City Stories on PSP. Actually, I've not played that many. I think GTA 5 is the longest Rockstar game I've ever actually played. Never played any of the Red Dead. No, that was a stupid idea. I've never played any of the Red Dead games. Probably try and do that at some point as well. There we go. It does not run well on Switch. If you have a Wii U, buy it through Virtual Console. Oh, right, okay, you mean the thingy, but I do have my Wii U, and I have yet to, it's up in the loft, but I've not really got anywhere to plug it in. I've got Majora's Mask 3D on my 3DS as well, so I've been tempted to go and track down even one of those Metroid 3DS XLs, just because mine's tiny. And yeah, if I do that, I'll probably dust off. I'll dust off my cartridge of Majora's Mask HD. Once again, it's a game I've got. I've just not played it. Wouldn't mind replaying Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies as well. Phoenix Wright's another set of games I really should try and play on the channel. But the only thing is, it's all text based, obviously, and would be a lot of talking on my part. There we go. More Korok seeds. I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. Fair enough. Red Dead Redemption 2 seems like a very good game, though the only issue I may have, the only bit of issue I have with it is just the over-engineering that went on. I mean, dude, it's just something like Ghost of Tsushima when you're basically getting animal pelts. That's just a sort of, you kill the animal, you pick the thing up. You don't have to sit there and watch cutscenes for each and every one of them. But then again, also, if you ever played Red Dead Redemption, play Red Dead Redemption 1 last, because playing it first can spoil a ton, because Red Dead Redemption 2 was a prequel. I suppose, but I think that was entirely the point, wasn't it? I see, I'd probably play it in chronological order. Because then I'd play Red Dead Redemption 1, get the story, and then you play Red Dead Redemption 2, and you go, oh, so those were the events that led up to that thing. Playing in story order would be Red Dead Redemption 2, then Red Dead Redemption 1. Yes, but no, I mean, I'd play it in game release order. So I'd have the snippets in Red Dead Redemption 1. Also, the problem when you do that sort of thing is that you get all of the tweaks and the fine-tuning from the sequel, and then you go back to the first one, and then you lose all that. So in terms of gameplay, I'd rather go with the first one where I get an idea of the gameplay, and then I can get a better idea of, and I can better appreciate all the things they've improved in the sequel by the fine-tuning of the controls. Like playing Crash Bandicoot 2 before Crash Bandicoot 1. Not that I ever played any of the Crash Bandicoot games either, but I have heard that the difference between control sets is quite vast between the two. Not sure about the Insane Trilogy, though. Maybe the Insane Trilogy does it differently and everything's fine-tuned. Do I need to mark any more seeds off them? Ooh, I marked that seed off. Yeah. All right, so that's that part of the map. Gordon Bennett. Wait, there's okay, and there is a seed I've not marked off there, which I have. The only issue I found, just for me, that it ruins the ending. Fair enough. You see, with so many spoilers out there, I usually take better appreciation these days of the journey rather than the ending. The ending's good and all, but if I get the ending spoiled, then that's fine because I can just appreciate the journey up to the ending, and then everything can click together in its own place. But that's just my philosophy. So, I mean, there are people who, once they know the ending, that's it. There's no point in playing it, and that's entirely valid as well. You want to experience the surprise of everything rather than just it comes down to personal preference, doesn't it? We don't all think the same. Well, life would be pretty boring if we did. Sort of like the those what's the name of that species in Futurama? The neutrals or something. If I die, tell my wife hello. Wait for the moment. Comey. Comey can't communicate. There you go. Don't even know if that's in shot. Yes, it is. Waifu. Right, anyway. Um. Right. Oh, you asked. Well, you redeemed it, so there we go. Wasn't sure what was going to happen. Also, fair enough. So how am I going to do this then? Go heb repeat. Oh! That was the seed I was going to go back to. Okay, right, I was going to go the long way around for that one, but that's fine. We've done that. So, yes. Could do that. That might be our closest reach, actually. Could do that. That and that. Take out that Frost Talus, and then I could go back up to there and do that. Right, that sounds like a plan. As long as I don't have to fight that Silver Moblin again. But we better get this done before the next Blood Moon. 852 Korok seeds. Well, we are finally in the home straight. What do I think of this game? It certainly isn't a 10 out of 10. I take too many issues with it for it to be a 10 out of 10. Gameplay-wise, it's fine. Exploration is completely game-changing in terms of the genre. I'm not the biggest fan of the durability system on the weapons, but I can sort of live with it. I absolutely despise what they did with the Master Sword in this game. There are certain bits of lore that don't make sense. The world feels a bit too empty. The world feels too empty. They should have also included a damn sight more lore to it. But Zelda games have never been big ones on lore, but with a world this large, they could have done something truly spectacular with just snippets of lore and books and things to read, a bit like Skyrim. Music, when the music's actually playing, it's on point, but there's a lot of just ambience, and I can get the charm of it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Graphics are fine, but optimization and performance is desperately lacking in some places. The amount of frame drop you get in the Kokori Forest and a couple of other areas in Hyrule is really quite annoying. And yes, the 900 Korok seeds can very much just go away. I really hate the fact that it's 900. It seems like a ludicrous number to stick into the game. I know why they did it. It's so that you can easily find enough Korok, the average player can easily find enough Korok seeds in order to fully upgrade all of your inventory slots. But you could have probably picked a finer tuned number or come up with a different solution for that. Maybe less Korok seeds, but whatever. The Master Sword losing power I hate. I really hate the Master Sword losing power. I can headcanon it to Hades and back, but it's just Yeah, so it's not a perfect game, but it's a good game. It's a very good game. I'm not saying it's a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. It's just it's just not perfect game, the perfect darling that a lot of people have made it out to be. Even I got swept up in the hype for it when it first came out, if I'm perfectly honest. Right, so that looks like it could be a Korok seed, or it might not be a Korok seed. Let's find out, eh? Well, no game is perfect. Can be improved. Exactly. That just reminded me of how much I love Elder Scrolls. I play Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim. Fair enough. I played a bit of Skyrim. I played a bit of Oblivion back in the day as well. Skyrim's not one that I've actually done too much with. I say not done too much with. I've done plenty in Skyrim, but yeah. No, I was more Fallout. Well, I say Fallout. To be honest, the only Fallout... Actually, I can't say Fallout in any stretch of the imagination. The only Fallout I've ever played... No, I tell a lie. I've played 3 Fallout games. I've played Fallout New Vegas, which I absolutely loved. It was amazing. I played Fallout 4, which was an absolute letdown. Just because it went... I didn't realise at the time it was... Obsidian did New Vegas, and it was Bethesda Studios that did Fallout 4. Fallout 4 had its charms, but there was a lot... It's just was such a massive letdown after New Vegas, which is spectacular when you consider Fallout 4 had so much more time for production than New Vegas ever got. New Vegas was sort of a rush game, but they managed to take what was existing from the creation engine and actually make something spectacular. It was a bit janky in places, but it told a fantastic story with fantastic characters, and that's why I fell in love with. Fallout 4 was just a massive letdown, and Fallout 76 I am still exceptionally salty about because I paid for the collector's not the collector's edition. I didn't pay for the one with the Brotherhood of Steel helmet. I played for the digital deluxe, and then a week after it came out, the price just dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped, and it was just, oh right, fantastic. Well, thank you, Bethesda. Yeah. Anyway, I love Fallout 1 and 2 and New Vegas. Never played Fallout 1 and 2. Once again, games I should probably try and get around to at some point. I did a bit of a deep dive into the lore of Fallout many years ago, but a while since I've actually back to look at it. Right, so Cold Snap Hollow on this map. For those curious, by the way, I am currently using the IGN interactive map as a means of figuring out where all the Korok seeds are, because there is no way I'm doing all of these blind. Right, so there is a seed. Yeah. Wait a minute. What's that noise? Oh, it's a Lizarphos. Oh, that's fortunate. I could have easily destroyed my flame blade there. New Vegas was made in a year, and New Vegas also had many choices, and it made it's more like a classic RPG. I love that it's so unleveled. It's also unleveled. Yes. Hello. I hate the stalls. Right. Oh, you're back. Okay. Yep. Right, grab these. Oh, rock salt. Goody. Let's grab these out. I like the idea that you go in the wrong place and you die. The world doesn't just always stay at your level, like your center of attention. Pretty much, yes, that was good. Because when I first played New Vegas, I went, oh, okay, well, what's over in this direction? I ended up in the mines, in the quarry even, with the Deathstalkers. Are they Deathstalkers or Deathclaws? I think Deathclaws even. That was entertaining. I then went the other way and ran into some mutant ants that then decided to nom on my face. Also entertaining. Yes, Deathclaws, that's it. Teehee. Right, marvellous. I have found the teeheeing seed creature. Fantastic. Right, let's climb up here. Oops. I may have miscalculated on this. Right, this is fine. Solve this through the power of a kebab. You can describe the game's DLC as DLC done right. I mean, I wouldn't have minded having my companions with me during the DLC, but yeah, no, I can freely admit the DLC for New Vegas was also very spectacular. Though I'm not a big fan of losing all of my gear. Even with Breath of the Wild with the Trial of the Sword, I've gone on many rants about how I absolutely despise it when games say, yeah, you have to leave all your gear behind. It's just, oh, right, thank you. Okay. Go away then. Oh, wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Go this way, and I've got ledges that I can stand. Not like the DLC, like today, they give you like 2 cosmetics and say done. Yeah, pretty much. You mean most of the, well, that's the Japanese, well, the Japanese game studios seem to do a better job with DLC. But most Western game studios do that, yeah. They just carve off parts of the game as expansions, carve off parts of the game that should have been released at launch, and then they say, right, well, if you pay this on day one, you can unlock this part of the game that you were already supposed to have. Oh, well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Right, there is a Frost Talus I'm supposed to be fighting around here. I'm wondering if it's up here. Ah, there it is. Also, we make sure that we put the trousers on for our set bonus, just so I don't leave my stand on top of it. And then we switch to the Boulder Breaker. Hopefully this Stone Talus has the thing in the right... Oh, good, it's got it in a decent place. No! There we go, problem solved. Easy. Oof. Mine. All of them. Yes, that's all of them. Cool. Right, that's done. And that's all of the seeds of that area done as well. And Choreograph DLC and Oblivion was just like a whole game. Yes, fair enough. Fair enough. Bethesda modding is amazing though, and I love that they encourage it. Also, yes, well, sort of. They did encourage it, and then they realized that they could make money from it, so they tried to monetize it, which then they backpedaled on rather quickly when the fan base turned around against them and said, "What are you doing?" And then they still tried to do it again with 76. And I now think they've learned their lesson. Hopefully they've learned the lesson about their own engine as well, considering that they see their games doing spectacularly well and they're darlings, and they don't realize that it's actually the fan base and the modding community who are actually fixing their games for them. I mean, look at the amount of quality of life fixes that the modding community's released for Skyrim, or Fallout 4, for example. Fallout New Vegas has a few quality of life things, but you can sort of let that slide because the base game just, it works. It's just, but yeah. Skyrim community is adding all the other places in the Elder Scrolls world. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe they'd be doing that. I mean, it's like the Pokemon argument. When you've got a place with different regions, people are going to want to be able to explore every region. So yeah, I can understand why they do that. And you know what? All the power to the modding community. All the power to them. Also, recently there's been leaks of a possible Fallout New Vegas 2. Yes, but made by who? Made by Obsidian or made by Bethesda Softworks? If it's Obsidian, yes. On the principle of, I've played 2 Obsidian RPGs, New Vegas and The Outer Worlds, and both of which I love. I mean, The Outer Worlds is just one of my favorite games of all time. It's just such an amazing game. We have played that game on this channel spectacularly. I mean, talking about DLC done right, Murder on Eridanos was just an amazing DLC. I absolutely loved that DLC for the Outer Worlds. And what was the other one? It was Peril of Gorgon, which was also a brilliant. It was that was a good launching adventure, and then you have the murder mystery DLC. I loved them. I only wish that I could have carried over one of the companions from the Murder on Eridanos, but it doesn't matter. Either which way. Hopefully Obsidian. Hopefully Obsidian. I'm still interested to see what Starfield's about. I don't have much hope that it's going to work, considering it's in the creation engine, but I'm quite curious to see what Starfield's about. Right, anyway, with that said, I can't be bothered running all the way up to there, so what I might do is I go back here and we'll try and glide down to that one. But first, where are we? 854 Korok seeds. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't know if we'll get to the full 900 by the end of today's streams, but well, certainly not by the end of this stream, but maybe the evening stream. Don't know. We'll have to see. But first things first, I need. Oh right, we'll save. Not saved for a while. No. It's in the Creation 2 engine, so new engine apparently. Creation 2 engine. Now with 800% more God race. Oh, well, fair enough. Did I just save? I can't remember. I'm going to save anyway. Progress saved. Marvellous. Right, and with that, I need to step away for a moment. Basically, the tortoise is in the garden, and I need to make sure she's okay. So, for one of the very few occasions, be right back. Don't go away.